Welcome to Why Karma, where fugitives run, but karma runs faster. From a man once exonerated, now gunned down after flying down I-95 at 100 mph, to a repeat runner in a white Cadillac who just couldn't resist one more escape attempt. These aren't just traffic stops, they're moments where fate, justice, and consequence collide. So buckle up, subscribe, and turn on notifications because the next jaw-dropping chase starts now. Camden County, Georgia, October 16, 2023, 7:30 a.m. A man once sentenced to life in prison for a crime he didn't commit was fatally shot during a traffic stop just 3 years after being exonerated. Around 7:30 a.m., a deputy with the Camden County Sheriff's Office pulled over 53-year-old Leonard Cure along Interstate 95, near the Georgia-Florida state line. The reason, driving over 100 mph in reckless driving.
10-4, change the items to 2 Tango.
The encounter escalated almost immediately. The deputy began yelling for Cure to exit the vehicle. Cure stepped out and said calmly, "I'm not going to do anything." He then asked, "Is there a warrant for my arrest?" But this wasn't about a warrant, it was about what came next.
Step out! Get out! Get out! Put your hands back here. I ain't doing shit. Put your damn hands back here. Who are you?
The deputy informed Cure that he was being arrested for speeding and reckless driving. He ordered Cure to place his hands behind his back, warning that he would use a taser. Moments later, Cure was tased.
Step back here now or you're getting tased. I'm going. Watch me now. Put your hands on the back of that truck. Do you see that? Put your hands on the back of that truck. Back of the truck. Both hands. Turn around.
As the deputy moved in, Cure began to resist. A struggle broke out. Cure appeared to grab at the deputy's face or throat. The deputy tased him a second time, then used his baton. But the fight didn't stop. And then a single gunshot. The deputy pulled his firearm and fired one round into Cure's abdomen. Leonard Cure collapsed on the ground. Shots fired. The deputy shouted over the radio, calling for backup. Within minutes, dozens of officers and medics arrived on scene. Emergency responders performed chest compressions on the roadside, fighting to save his life. But it was too late. Cure was later pronounced dead. In 2004, Leonard Cure was wrongfully convicted of armed robbery in Florida and sentenced to life in prison. In 2020, after 16 years behind bars, he was fully exonerated. Authorities determined he was innocent. He was awarded $817,000 in compensation for the years stolen from him. And now, in 2023, he died during a routine traffic stop. From wrongfully imprisoned to tragically killed, Leonard Cure's story is a haunting reminder that even freedom doesn't guarantee safety. Was this justice or just another failure in the system? Stay with us as we uncover the full story. The next chapter may be even more disturbing. January 20th, 2025, Georgia, USA. Around 2 a.m., Deputy J. House was patrolling along Upper Riverdale Road when he spotted a gray Kia with Georgia tag QFLA 6744 pass by. The vehicle had fled from Morrow PD just 3 days earlier on 1/17th, and its registration had expired back on 12/10/2024. Was this just another expired registration, or was something far more dangerous about to unfold?
Passenger car, tag, Bob's driving, 6744,
Deputy House caught up to the car at Upper Riverdale and Tara Bleved. As the light turned green, the vehicles merged onto I-75 South. While reporting the stop over radio, he realized the suspect had already accelerated in 90 mph, 145 km/h.
Hey, I'll give traffic. I'll go ahead and go around.
The driver, Terrell Smith, began weaving dangerously, even driving on the emergency shoulder, endangering everyone on the highway. Near the Highway 54 exit, Smith made a sharp lane change to stay on I-75 and kept fleeing at high speed. He'd escaped police just 3 days earlier, but would he pull it off again? Sergeant Toombs executed a precise pit maneuver, using the right side of his push bumper to strike the Kia's left rear, sending it spinning into the median wall. The suspect's vehicle was disabled, rolling to a stop on the right shoulder of I-75, just before the Met Zion Bleved exit.
We'll be just north of T31.
Smith suddenly jumped out of the driver's seat and fled up a hill, reaching toward his waistband. A police officers know often conceals a weapon. Oh no, he probably thinks he can get away with a pair of sagging pants. Deputy House gave chase and deployed his Taser 7 into the suspect's back. The first shot failed to fully incapacitate him, so a second cartridge was fired, successfully dropping him.
For him, yeah, I need a 4 for him, and GSP.
Smith was confirmed to be under 18 years old, had no driver's license, and was carrying a concealed weapon while fleeing law enforcement. He was cleared by Clayton County EMS on scene and then taken to Southern Regional Hospital for further medical evaluation before being booked into jail.
Thanks.
The taser prongs are in his back. I'll remove him. There's one hanging over there that ain't even in.
3 days ago, he got away. This time, he faced reality. Speed won't save you, especially when you're carrying a gun. And if you think this was the wildest chase so far, wait until you see what's coming next. The stakes, higher. The danger, realer. The speed, even crazier. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Clayton County, Georgia, post-November 7, 2024. A 2011 white Cadillac CTS bearing JIRA tag Q7406, driven by Bobby Lee Atkins, DOB 11/29/1965, was observed traveling northbound on Highway 85, near Garden Walk Boulevard in Clayton County, Georgia.
Airport South Parkway.
According to the Forest Park Police Department, the same vehicle had previously fled from a traffic stop just days earlier. A jig check revealed the vehicle's registration had been suspended since 11/07/2024, and its insurance had been canceled as of 12/01/2024. A driver with no registration, no insurance, and a history of fleeing traffic stops. What was Bobby Atkins really running from?
Late 93, we still on Lee's Mill and Highway to... Damn! I got you. Okay, y'all get off.
When officers attempted to initiate a stop, Atkins refused to comply and fled northbound on HY85. During the pursuit, the suspect nearly crashed into multiple vehicles, placing countless lives in danger.
Speed's about 40.
Medium traffic.
Medium traffic. We're approaching 75 northbound, get on the ramp.
How do you stop a reckless driver when the next wrong move could cause a multi-car tragedy?
Braking.
25 right now, radio.
The pursuit was brought to a halt when officers executed a precision immobilization technique, Pitt forcing the Cadillac to stop.
25 east, speeds 90. Traffic light. Pit.
Several officers on scene, including the reporting deputy, removed Atkins from the driver's seat and took him to the ground to place him under arrest.
I didn't do nothing.
Let me get your right hand. Get your right hand. There you go.
Atkins complained of pain in his rib cage, stating his abdomen had slammed into the steering wheel during the impact.
Come on to the back of the car.
Please, can I put my other shoes on?
Where your ID at, brother?
In my pocket, sir. Please, sir.
Atkins was transported to Southern Regional Hospital for further evaluation. Medical staff confirmed that he had cocaine in his bloodstream at the time of the incident.
Hey, I'm gonna take one of your hands out, and I'm gonna put an extra handcuff on you so you have some more space in your back, all right?
From alcohol to cocaine to reckless driving and near collisions, Bobby Atkins pushed his luck one too many times. And this time, there was no escape. And if you think this was wild, wait until you see what's next. More drunk drivers, more fleeing suspects, more heart-pounding takedowns that will leave you speechless. September 25th, 2022, Georgia. At 12:52 a.m., a Georgia trooper sat in his patrol vehicle, radar active, on Pennsylvania Avenue at Alaska Street. A gold Chevrolet Malibu flew past him, first clocked at 55 imph, then 62 memph in a 35 imph zone. When the trooper flipped on his blue lights, the driver refused to stop, instead turning into a nearby apartment complex only to swerve left and accelerate through the lot. Why flee over a speeding ticket? Was there something more going on behind the wheel? The pursuit was on. Sergeant Riddle joined from behind as the driver weaved through the complex, exited onto Elgin Street, ran a stop sign, and turned right back onto Pennsylvania Avenue, speeding recklessly into the night. The Malibu turned onto Duval Street, ran another stop sign at Forest Avenue, and went airborne. He turned again onto Lawton Capitol, and then Goebel Avenue, blowing through every stop sign even while innocent drivers waited at intersections. This wasn't just fleeing anymore, it was endangerment. It was survival. The suspect reached 90 memph on Goebel Avenue, a 35 imph zone, then made a hard left onto President Street, driving westbound in the eastbound lanes. Head-on collision imminent. One wrong move and this ends in tragedy. The trooper prepared to pit the vehicle to prevent a crash, but the suspect cut back into the correct lanes just in time. Now back on the right side, the Malibu swerved left and right, attempting to block the trooper from closing in. As the driver veered toward the wrong lanes again, the officer anticipated the move, lined up and executed a pit maneuver. The Malibu spun clockwise, lost traction, slammed into a guardrail, and flipped multiple times before landing, crushed facing south. Flames erupted from the wreckage. The tires on the vehicle were completely bald, a mechanical time bomb. Howard was medically cleared at Savannah Memorial Hospital after refusing roadside and hospital treatment, then booked into Chatham County Jail. The firearm was turned over to Savannah PD. A dangerous chase, a flipped car, a convicted felon with a gun and alcohol in his system, and it all could have ended with one more reckless turn. You thought it was over? No, what happened next will shock you. South Bend, Indiana, Wednesday night, 8:25 p.m. It started with a broken brake light, but within 20 minutes, it escalated into a high-speed cross-state pursuit, a violent crash with a police cruiser, and ultimately gunfire by the St. Joseph River. At around 8:25 p.m., a Michigan State Police MESPS trooper initiated a traffic stop on S. 11th Street near Marion Street in the parking lot of Greenstem Provisioning in Niles. The vehicle, a red Kia, pulled over for a blown brake light. A minor traffic violation, but what the officer found behind the wheel would change everything.
No, I appreciate you, man. Thank you. The only reason I'm stopping you is got a brake light out.
I was actually getting ready to go on the way to go fix it.
Oh, were you?
Yeah, get the bulbs.
Okay, I got you. You got the paperwork for the car? Yeah, it's just your driver's side here.
I ran out of bulbs.
Okay. Just an equipment violation. Driving looks safe. You're the registered owner? Okay, I won't need your ID. Don't worry about it. You're fine. Okay. All right, I'll bear with you guys, okay? But. Hey, John, can you hop on out for me real quick? I want to talk to you. Alright, just leave your stuff in here. We'll really get it here in a minute, okay? Watch out for your keys. They're about to fall off the lap.
The driver was identified as 32-year-old Joshua Ringel of South Bend, who had an active warrant for assault. When the trooper attempted to take him into custody, Ringel physically resisted, and a violent struggle broke out. Ringel eventually escaped and ran back to the Kia, which had a female passenger in the front seat. The trooper followed and deployed his taser as Ringel sat in the driver's seat. That's when Ringel pulled out a gun. The trooper drew his service weapon and ordered Ringel to drop the firearm, but instead, Ringel slammed the gas pedal and fled southbound on S. 11th Street, initiating a dangerous pursuit. The pursuit continued into St. Joseph County, Indiana, and entered South Bend, where Ringle's vehicle collided with a South Bend police cruiser that was deploying stop sticks at Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Drive in Marion Street around 8:40 p.m. But even after the crash, Ringle wasn't done. He fled on foot toward the St. Joseph River behind a McDonald's north of LaSalle Street. Shots were fired during the foot pursuit. A second MESP trooper followed in his patrol car but lost control, striking a tree while driving partially down an embankment near the river. The chase shifted from city streets to riverside woods with danger behind every tree. Eventually, officers found Joshua Ringle dead at the bottom of an embankment near the St. Joseph River. The female passenger inside the Kia was unharmed and not arrested. One Michigan State trooper suffered minor injuries and is expected to make a full recovery. From brake light to bullets, this pursuit didn't just cross state lines, it crossed every line of risk. He fled, he fought, he fell, but someone else is about to take this even further. Don't miss what's coming next, it will leave you speechless. What do you think about these powerful experiences? Share your thoughts in the comments. If this journey through life-changing near-death encounters moved you, don't forget to hit that like button. For more eye-opening testimonies and spiritual revelations, subscribe to Why Karame, the next unbelievable story is just around the corner. This video highlights the importance of obeying traffic laws and the dangers of reckless driving. Respect the rules of the road, they exist to keep everyone safe. Reckless driving and evading law enforcement not only put your life at risk, but also endanger innocent people. Breaking the law leads to serious consequences. Stay responsible and drive safely. Thank you for watching until the end. What was your standout moment from this intense chase? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear from you. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe so you never miss our daily dose of wild and captivating stories. See you in the next one for more thrilling adventures.